What comes to mind when you hear the term gentleman? Perhaps images of a well-dressed individual holding doors open, always polite and exuding a certain charm. But did you know the original definition of a gentleman was not quite so gentle? Rewind a few centuries and the term gentleman carried a different weight. It was not a comment on a person's manners or demeanor, but rather a statement about their social status. A gentleman was someone who owned a coat of arms, possessed landed property, and held a certain social standing. It was a neutral term, denoting a fact rather than an opinion. Imagine this: you could call someone a liar and a gentleman in the same breath, and it wouldn't be contradictory. Just as today, it's possible to label someone a fool, yet acknowledge they hold a master's degree. The term gentleman was about social position, not moral character. But as time went on, the definition started to shift. Some well-meaning individuals began to argue that a gentleman should be defined by his behavior, not his birthright or possessions. The term began to be associated with honor, courtesy, and bravery. While these are undoubtedly admirable qualities, they are not what the term gentleman originally stood for. The transition from social status to moral character transformed the term from a neutral descriptor to a term of praise, and with this transformation, to deny someone the label of gentleman became an insult rather than a simple statement of fact. This shift from objective to subjective muddied the waters. When a term starts to reflect the speaker's attitude rather than providing factual information, it loses its informative value, and so the term gentleman began to lose its meaning. Stripped of its historical connotations, the term gentleman has been refined into a subjective ideal. It no longer communicates meaningful information about a person's social standing, but instead reflects personal preference or fondness. In essence, the term gentleman has devolved into a hollow term, no longer carrying its original significance. So the next time you hear the term gentleman, remember its roots. Remember that it was once a term of social status, not moral character. And perhaps in doing so, we can reclaim some of the term's original meaning, restoring its informative value and stripping away some of the subjectivity that has diluted its significance.